Mid-1500s guy. Where are my 1600s? There's another mousehold. Heatran looks really good here. I can get away with Ninetales Heatran pretty safely. Landorus is very good here. Raging Bolt is reasonable. Superior is fine. And Urshifu is reasonable as well. I'm going to go with Raging Bolt, I think. Mousehold in Best of 1 is definitely scary. As in, a close team sheet Best of 1. When you don't know if it's the Population Bomb Technician one, which, to be fair, is good. Or it's just the Friend Guard one. I reckon at this point, unless you're like clearly beating something up, you should probably go Clefairy as a Friend Guard one. So my assumption is going to be Technician. That's a cool trainer card. Can definitely beat up a weakness policy Golden Go. That is a thing. So I'll just Veil and Magma Storm the Golden Go here, forcing a follow me. And if they do follow me, then surely a Blizzard will KO the Mousehold next turn, unless it's like it is the pure support Friend Guard one. I'm going to assume that's the Wide Lens one if you got Thunder Wave. So they stop Veil, but at what cost? Because surely the Golden Go is dropping as well. Was that worth it? I mean, it's a cool way of stopping the Ninetales, but like the fact that they outsped means their max speed, they are just the Technician Population Bomb one. So, but it is still Friend Guard, because that would KO otherwise. Unless that's like super bulky. And there you go. It is weakness policy. That's really bad for me, but you know. Because that's going to survive just one more. So I'll go into Raging Bolt here. And I will Thunderclap. Now, do I Magma Storm and the Mousehold? Or do I sub? It is a free sub. I think I'm going to Thunderclap here. And I will Magma Storm as well. So I'm living with both. And this is forcing them to follow me and not Population Bomb. So that I'm not just taking loads of damage. Because Population Bomb into Shadow Ball maybe make it rain with KO the Raging Bolt. So yeah, Thunderclap KO the Golden Go. This is assumedly Population Bomb. If they Thunder Wave my Heatran, then we're just rolling some dice. Oh, Super Fang, fair enough. So it is the Friend Guard one. But it is max speed Friend Guard one, which is definitely curious. Because surely you need to bot yourself out more than just max HP. But there we go. What do I know? I'm in the low 1500s. They're in the high mid 1500s. Speed, please. That's much better for me. Yeah, that's fair enough. So, again, I will just attempt to Dragon Pulse, and I will attempt to... Do I sub here? No, I want Magma Storm into the Roaring Moon in case the Dragon Dance, because they're not strong enough at the moment. Yeah, this is definitely a pure support Mousehold. However, this is still reasonable. So long as I connect this Magma Storm. Come on, Heatran. Non-zoom lens, you can do it. Okay, reasonable, reasonable. It's going to start chipping away now. It's a shame the Thunderclap didn't go into the Roaring Moon slot. It's got to be Follow Me as the last one, right? Alright, I'll switch Landorus. And Protect. Because knockoff won't KO me after the Intimidate. It's just if they Super Fang and knock off the Heatran. But I won't have enough HP if I sub. For the... Yeah, I'll go for Earth Power here. Because I won't... Like, if they do still knock off the Heatran or they Super Fang it, I won't have enough HP for a sub. And it's definitely Earth Power now that I've got my Zoom Lens knocked off. I mean, it's not Earth Power. It's Encore. But that's still okay. That's Breaking Swipe, okay. So I would have had enough HP for the substitute, but this is okay. I'm content with this. You know that's going to happen. I've got my Zoom Lens knocked off now. They haven't used their Terror yet, have they? I'm going to U-turn here, and I'm forced to Magma Storm. Expect to go into mousehold in case they Super Fang and knock off my Heatran. Because I can't protect. No, I'll just attack. Oh, they knocked off their Landorus. That's good, so I'm glad I targeted the wrong moon then. However, if this is Fluttermane in the back, they probably just sweep with Dazzling Gleam at this point, don't they? My Heatran should survive. And of course, I don't have Zoom Lens, why would it hit? I'm Encore for one more turn, aren't I? And that won't be in range of Thunderclap. It would have been with another Magma Storm hit. But it is just Fluttermane, so... Yeah, if there was one less turn of Encore. Because they can just knock off my Heatran and KO it. So I need to do this. And then hopefully I'm surviving the Dazzling Gleam, but they've still got Terror available, and Terror should get me. It's a shame I missed the two Magma Storms, because those two Magma Storms would have put it into Thunderclap range, and then I would have actually been okay. But here's the Terror Fairy. I mean, yeah, this won't save me anyway, because the Dazzling Gleam will now KO the Landorus, meaning the Roaring Moon will target the Raging Bolt, so that doesn't work. So they have me reasonably pinned here. And they wouldn't have done if I'd just hit the Magma Storms, that's why the Zoom Lens is so necessary. Dazzling Gleam, that'll KO the Landorus. And it just KOs Raging Bolt regardless, so there was nothing I could do in that situation. And I think it's reasonable to put that one down to a luck loss because, like I said, Magma Storm would have put the Roaring Moon into range, and that means that if they do lock into Dazzling Gleam, they shouldn't be able to beat my... with 30 hit points, actually no, they would have still beaten me. Yeah, they'd have still beaten me. I'm going to find out how much the Dazzling Gleam would have done single target, just for my own sake. Because yeah, if that still gets me, then I was still going to lose, because I didn't have like heavy slam to KO the Fluttermane or anything. So Mousehold surviving was not ideal. Encore was annoying. If the Encore then thunderclapped the Roaring Moon, that would have put it in range of Thunderclap as well. But oh well. Things never seem to go well in the GC. Like, even just having max speed, friend guard, support, mousehold to be able to Thunder Wave my Ninetales first. If I had my Veil, I was still fine. But the fact that it was the support mousehold, but also max speed Thunder Wave, like that was the killer there. The annoying thing is, I hate this. And I really need to keep playing if I want to try and get the pay trip to Hawaii. This performance is not deserving of a pay trip to Hawaii, but, you know, I can actually play in tournaments. It's just always the GC that goes wrong. Right, they've got a Metagross, I've got a Ninetales, they're leading with Metagross so they can Bullet Punch. That one's straightforward. Therefore... Alright, so Urshifu's really good here. I just need to take care of Ogerpon before Urshifu is, like, really good. I guess Fluttermane as well. I will lead with Ninetales and Heatran, and I will just immediately switch the Ninetales into Urshifu because they are leading with the Metagross. And then... No, that doesn't work because they just Stomping Tantrum me on the prediction. So I'll lead with Heatran and Urshifu. Bring Landorus. And I think that Superior will be reasonable here as well, so I won't bring Ninetales. If I can preserve my Terra for the Superior, that is. That's a cool trainer card. They were always going to lead with that. And it is speed. It is speed. Okay, that's cool. So me saying I want to preserve my Terra for the Superior, if I Terra the Urshifu, I can KO the Fluttermane immediately. Is that worth it? I mean, their speed boost, I should live with my Urshifu regardless, right? Right? I'm pretty sure my Urshifu lives a Moonblast if it's just speed boost. Oh, why did they Terra Fairy? That was a silly move, wasn't it? No, it's not Terra Fairy on the Fluttermane. Okay. Is that normal? They're going to explode, aren't they? So I'm going to lose my Urshifu. No, they Moonblasted to cover for the defense of Terra. Okay, so no, they lose their Fluttermane. So this was actually the right play. But if this is just Explosion, then I should lose my Urshifu, right? A Choice Banded Terra Normal Explosion. That should get the Urshifu. So Moonblast the Heatran to cover for a defensive Terra, but that's reasonable. That's got to get the Urshifu, right? I mean, it's a 3v2, and they've used their Terra. Shame I didn't sub. Sub would have been nice. But I think that's a perfectly reasonable trade. And Landorus to intimidate something, or Superior to start Leaf Storming immediately. What was it? It was Champao, Landorus. Raging Bolt. Yeah, I'm gonna go Landorus. Because there's their Landorus. There's my Landorus. And it is Champao. Okay, so that means that I can go for Terra Fairy pretty comfortably. So I will U-turn here. And I will Terra Magma Storm here. And if they attack with the Gem Power and I connect with Magma Storm, I should be fine. If they're brave enough to Sludge Bomb my Heatran, good for them. But I'll live regardless. They would need to double up and also Sludge Bomb. They do Ice Spinner, so that's a good start for them. And it's Sand Storm, okay, that won't KO me. That's good, so now just connect with the Magma Storm. The Ice Spinner was clearly covering for grass, but Fairy was much better in this situation. And thank you, Heatran. So that should be game over at this point. To be fair, I've got inaccurate moves to be able to win. And I should Leaf Storm once before I just Giga Drain, I think. No, 3 Giga Drains does it. I'm just going to Giga Drain. So that's not going to KO because of the AB. I mean, I would have lived 2 if they didn't crit me. So I didn't need to rely on the inaccurate moves, but this is fine. Because I'm just going to connect and the game will be over immediately. Thank you. So that one was straightforward. Which is what I need right now. Like, I reckon if I make it to the 1600s, I'm just stopping and not doing the full 45. Because I got 1580 something or other last time. And that was 5 points. And 5 points will put me into 600 and something championship points. I'm at 597 at the moment. So I'll take 5 points. And I think that the boundary should be probably a little bit lower this time as well. Because it tends to be that most GCs, like 1, 2, and 3, there's fewer and fewer players. So the boundary gets lower. So, like, I will just take 5 points if I can at this point. But it's already still very much a struggle. And there's 1400s guy. With a Colossal. And also Iron Bundle, so they can flip turn themselves. And Dragapult's still there so they can surf. What do I even do against Colossal? Just Landorus it, right? But then if they lead with Iron Bundle instead of Dragapult, that's really bad. My team's actually really weak to Iron Bundle. I mean, I already know what my fix is going to be, but... yeah, let's go with... I still do want to lead with Heatran for sure. Can't go with Ninetales because they have Torkoal. I'm going to go with Urshifu Heatran, I think. Reaching Bolt is pretty reasonable, and Landorus is also pretty reasonable. Like, Colossal definitely is no way near as good as it was in Dynamax, because, you know, Gmax Volcalith was the main reason for it. Passive chip is good. Magma Storm Heatran, but yeah, it's just not strong enough with the weakness policy. It's strong enough when it's going for like Gmax Volcalith off Meteor Beam, but it's not when it's just regular old attacks. And then if it is Meteor Beam, it can't be weakness policy because then it has to be Power Herb. That's a cool trainer card. Okay, didn't leave with the Colossal, but this is still okay. Iron Bundle doesn't KO any of my Pokemon in one shot. I think I just attack. I do it this way round, because they could have Focus Sash on the Iron Bundle. But Hydro Pump won't KO the Heatran, right? I should actually know that. But Damage Instinct is telling me that it doesn't. And then Freeze Dry, I'm a bulky Urshifu, I should be living that as well. It's just Phantom Force, that's fine. Because they can't KO either Pokemon, right? Right, Heatran, you're just going to clutch this? You know, Damage Intuition is pretty good at this point. But Heatran is not at the moment. I really do hope someone is counting. Please say someone is counting. Because it is getting ridiculous at this point. Like, it's 90%. It is 90%. Like, trust. It is. So I'm very confident Magma Storm would have KO'd the Iron Bundle from there, because it's got terrible special defense. And like so, I'm living this Freeze Dry. Very comfortably. Hopefully they're not Sash. They're not Sash, okay. So that definitely could have been a better start. Was it Colossal, Torkoal, Chi-Yu. Both of these are reasonable as a switch in for that. I'm gonna go Landorus. It is Chi-Yu, okay. I mean, if they are not choiced, which they shouldn't be, because they should be Surf, that means they can Dragon Darts my Urshifu, and Urshifu is surely super close to being in range. However, I think I still just go for Stomping Tantrum and also Surging Strikes into here, because there's nothing I can do if they Dragon Darts and Urshifu is KO'd to Dragon Darts. Because if I protect it, then the Dragon Darts goes into Landorus, and then it'll still be KO'd. So this doesn't work. Missing that first Magma Storm was quite killer. They are Scarf. The Landorus is living then. No, it's Dragon Darts, and no, it is not living because, of course, why would it not critical hit? I love the GC so much. Like, there is enough evidence on my channel that things just always go wrong, right? And it's not just me that I'm just getting, like, unfavorable RNG too much, right? I know this happens to everyone. But this is getting ridiculous. I just want 5 points. Give me 5 points. I played 30 games and I'm, like, barely anywhere off the starting point. The team is fine. I've done well at tournaments. I can do well at tournaments. I can't do well in GCs. I don't know why. Like, I've climbed to the top of the ladder on Showdown multiple times. My highest record on Showdown is 2048. I can play closed team sheet best of one ladder. Back then, that was closed team sheet best of one ladder. I can't do GCs. I don't know why. There's something cursed about them. Maybe it's another curse on top of the critical hit one.